Hey, I'm back. And I said I would come back if I had something I felt was cool enough to show off. And I do. It took me a couple days, but I have modeled and imported this low poly tank, which is the world debut of the official Mjolnir tank for Feet First into Hell. If you played the missions in the first book, the field guide, the field manual, I always get them confused. You'll know that one of those missions is inspired by the movie Fury, where you have a tank that you need to either protect or destroy. And so this is that tank. I took inspiration from a little bit of Halo, a little bit of Command and Conquer, and a couple other places that I looked at online. You might even see some Tau influence in here, but really I thought these panels were kind of cool and that maybe if I animated it, they could fold up underneath it when it parks. It doesn't have a hatch right now because it's too low poly. And it's got a tower. I use simple bump mapping to try to give it a little bit of life from a distance because that's roughly where this thing would be played from. And I did some basic other box modeling over here. I set up this really simple playground. That should come down a little bit. And so it was a little bit of combination of my basic Blender skills with learning Unity, which has been a project for like the last couple weeks, just starting to dip my toes into the editor. So right now, this particular course on building a simple tank game was about learning to do this, rotating something based on mouse position using raycasting, which you can see is janky because it's way out there in infinity. But it does work. And then also moving. So you can move in the four coordinate direction. Well, you can move in two directions and it rotates appropriately. A lot like the Halo CE tank, actually, which is not necessarily the best, but I thought I could make that better. And so you can also strafe if you hold the shift button and shoot. If you shoot at the red barrels, they don't explode because I don't know how to do particle effects. I'm just barely learning right now. But it does turn things different colors, which is kind of cool, I guess. We can catch up with that bullet. Maybe not. So, yeah, this is kind of all I got. This is the end of the tank game tutorial that I've been working through. I don't know when I'm going to have something new or cool to show off, so I'm not going to promise regular updates. I'm not currently working on a specific project. I'm just trying to learn. But I can tell you that I'll be back in about a month to show off the new Feet First materials that I've been working on for the next version of the rules. It's a rule refresh with a lot of new content and some new mechanics and a totally different aesthetic because I've learned a lot about how to use this software down here, Affinity Publisher, so it looks nice. And I'm very excited to show that off in about a month. So that's it. I will update you with another Unity video if and when and as I have anything that I think is worth any attention at all, if ever. And on that optimistic note, adios.